brother Paul Adom Otchere ene Captain Smart yenim so mu case ne kwan komo agya asumdwi aba we de say nyambai na ede na akofa we nyina aba on say okoye program bitam mo call ba omia program national journalist ne call no ana okoka say wa cover stations bi ahodo bi wa London ni ade Captain ba bonten wo so oboa na ana ofo mesa be kan sikasem no so de ne peso eno na Paul Adom Otchere etena ase ewo onu so good evening Ghana so no yinti how we see analysis.
Somebody gave that, and it's been discussed around for a while, and I feel that the journalists are being battered for doing nothing wrong, and it's the journalists who are doing that. The people who are talking like that, those who sit in the morning and wear black spectacles, are they saying they have never attended an event and been compensated before? Are they saying that they even take money? Some of those people, they take money for immoral conduct. They take money to come and sit on radio to insult people. And they collect money that give me money, let me go and insult Paul Adom Otchere. Give me money, let me go and insult Napo. Give me money, let me go and insult Akufo-Addo. Give me money, let me go and insult Baumia. Give me money, let me go and insult Dan Boche. They do that. They do. All the time. Those people. And then they are concerned that a press conference has been delivered by the vice president and the presidential candidates for the NPP. And they say that journalists, when the journalists were paid 20,000, that's corruption. Let's get to the story. So, this is what we wrote. Journalists don't have to be paid to attend Baumia's press conference, but they need to be sufficiently compensated. Shouldn't they? And viewers, I ask you the question. Shouldn't they be sufficiently compensated? Yes, we understand that journalists are not to be paid. Their media houses pays them. The salaries for media houses. But they have to be compensated. I don't see the hula baloo about it. You are holding a press conference on a Sunday. The journalists who are married and have children, they are spending time with their family on a Sunday. The journalists who are not married, they are spending time with their girlfriend and boyfriend on a Sunday. They are watching football on a Sunday. They'll come to work on Monday. You asked them to come to Kempinski on Sunday, and we all think that they shouldn't be compensated. Some of the journalists came from outside Accra. Those who are coming from outside Accra, they should buy their own bus ticket and plane ticket.
Okay, eti Paul Adom Otchere ebeki kan we nyina wie no. Na Captain Smart say Paul Adom Otchere boa. Especially na se mi no obeka wa bontin se wakokova London for programs bia hodu bi tamana ba womia ejina simpi so anu so obi amusa na question no. Na Captain Smart ba bontin beka so boa. Obu ho a wante sa asem na woni masem kura America. Asem we na Paul Adom Otchere ko.
I also covered the UK election in 2001. For Tony Blair, and I covered also the UK election in 2019.
Okay, and same way, Anna Paul Adom Otchere, ya Captain Smart, when in Casa, Mr. Oboa, and Yadi Oko cover Bibia, or begin a Monsantin tankers no washing through Guabonting. The Captain Ebetan the videos were also better with me a match, and was also better than I did the Afadi Paul Adom Otchere Becky. It is a Mahodo, I Captain Smart. Also the two
or centroni na me pese me boni din or trofo chen obi a o say o cover UK elections obwa time na 1991 UK for to abano we di mfie sen se o mfie sen cause o on di 50 it take 1991 92 93 94 95 96 1991 kura be sin ne how many years but omo calculation ne mami. When you follow a liar, you become a liar. Principle of 2. 1991, ABC 2024, 33 years. Paul Adom Otchere so only 50. Now, 33 years, you know, when you take it, if you emphasize Paul Adom Otchere 50, 33 years. What is 33 feet 50 mugura akasai? What is 30 feet 50 more akasai? 20. We eat 3 free more akasai 17. I so catch him say or starting Metro TV no 17 years. You see, when you follow a liar, the principle of 2, you become a liar. When you follow a corrupt person, you become corrupt. That guy is a liar. Time to make cover. If a media person tells you say make cover elections are just any TV no so.
Okay, according to Captain Smart. And so better now bontin was say a Paul Adom Otchere oboa. One cover bibia. Sad time will the calculative any age in any idea waiting back country Ghana for say or cover bibina wine. Enti we na Paul Adom Otchere and so says sanity at the end when the papa be din komo. and was so bad analysis no so be more nutua ne touch screen no was be gina so and ye na enya so
guy in the black spectacles in the early morning. I don't understand him. Did I say I covered elections in 1991? I mean, a very cursory appreciation will show you that there was no election in UK in 1991. What is wrong with him? There was no election in UK in 1991. I'll show you what I said. I said 2001, and I mentioned Tony Blair. There was no Tony Blair in 1991. 1991, British Prime Minister was Margaret Thatcher. There was no election in 1991. There was an election in UK in 1992. It was won by John Major. Tell him that there was no election in just a Google would have showed him that there was no election in UK in 1991. And I didn't say 1991. I said 2001. And I mentioned Tony Blair. Just even listening, they can't listen. Just listen to it, you can't listen. And then he says, what, it's a lie? This is the photograph, it's here. First of all, show the photograph of myself and David Lammy. This is 2001 in covering the UK elections. I was detailed to be at a constituency called Tottenham Hill constituency, just next to Enfield Southgate. This is myself and David Lammy. David Lammy was the Labour parliamentary candidate for the constituency. And this, I was deployed there because this is a constituency that has Ghanaians and Jamaicans. So forget my big suit and all that. This is me in 2001 covering the UK election in 2001 for the BBC, and that's David Lammy. David Lammy later became a minister for education under Gordon Brown, and he visited Ghana. Of course, he had forgotten about this incident. So he visited Ghana, and the British High Commission thought he should come and have an interview on Good Evening Ghana. Whilst we were having an interview on Good Evening Ghana, I reminded him that I had covered the UK election with him in 2001 when he was running for the first time as parliamentary candidate for Labour. This is that experience back at Good Evening Ghana sometime in 2010. Have a look.
We have David Lammy. David Lammy is Member of Parliament, MP, as they say in UK, right? Honourable David Lammy is MP for Tottenham. And Tottenham, those of you who've been to London so many times know that is a big community that people in Ghana have interest. So I'll be talking to David Lammy tonight about Tottenham and about why he's in Ghana. He's the minister, if you like. We say minister in Ghana. He's a minister responsible for higher education in the United Kingdom. And he's been here on some official assignments. He's been to the University of Ghana, and he's been having some discussions with the Ministry of Education. So I'll let him talk about that. Mr. Lammy, welcome.
Thanks for being
here.
Thank
it's a pleasure. You look very different from 9 years ago when I saw you. And I'd like viewers to see this. Can we see the photograph? You know, I was in London at that time, working for the BBC, and David was competing for the Tottenham seat. He was already in there. He was competing for another term. And I encountered him, so we had a discussion. Well, the scan it should be coming up now, the photographs of David and I. Can you put it on as soon as you can, please? Anyway, David, welcome to Ghana. What brings you to Ghana, by the way?
Well, you're right. Things have changed.
Okay, that's it. So it's on your left is Adom, Otchere, and on your right is David Lammy, MP Tottenham. Wow.
So please, tomorrow morning, tell Opana that I really did cover the elections in UK in 2001. And in Ghana, I didn't say 1992. I said 1998, the MPP contest. And I've covered 98 election in MPP, 2000, the national election, 2001, the UK election, 2002, the internal NDC contest, 2004, the presidential election, 2010, the contest between Professor Mills, Spielgaber, and Ediana, and akufo-addo and Alancha Martin, 2012 election, 2016, 20 now, and then 24 coming. And that's the kind of journalism they do. See this, our friend here. He's there, and the West African Media Foundation. They say that the things that Bobia has been saying is unsubstantiated. That they do radio programs and call themselves journalists only to come and insult people and do unsubstantiated things. The things that they say is unsubstantiated. The things that you say in journalism must have the biggest foundation and must be the pivot around which society revolves. You cannot be a journalist and be talking and be told by a research organization that what you do is full of insults and unsubstantiated. I'm not sure why the National Media Commission is not saying anything about it. That the person calls himself a journalist, he's doing a radio program, and then a research institution goes in, research into his work for a period, and comes to the conclusion that 90% of what he says is unsubstantiated or it is insults. And then they feel that it's okay. They think it's okay. That's up to them. But we will not fall for those low standards. Professor P.A.V. Ansan used to write something. He says that he will not descend into the gutter with them, but he will rise up to the standard of the ivory tower and make sure that the standards of journalism are continuously high. May he rest in eternal peace. And we will make sure that the standards of journalism are continuously high. Not this kind of journalism where the Media Foundation for West Africa comes to the conclusion that the things that he says are either insults or is unsubstantiated. And that is the content of a full radio program, a full media program, which has been assessed to say that what he says is unsubstantiated and is full of insults. But some people applaud it. Let's move on.
Abusiafolene nyasem ketuapo Adom Otchere. Echichiri bi diswa Captain Smart Bubi ansamu nyina. Ubetimi do adwenkyira ba Captain ene eyepo.
Hello, Ebusiafo. So Pacifica Asracha Odofo de and the nafa ho kodom unique laser whitening. Unique laser whitening. Our toothpaste to strong kwa. What did you choose say? Emma was saying eye fita. Na eye fita no so no. Na eyi enka bone bia ewo no mu bia. Any tea stain, coffee stain, smoking stain si bia. Unique laser whitening product. Ebe yi ni nyina free so ama kama. The oba ni say utu so na odi bi egu o brush do so. Na odi etwitwe so ni so nyina kama. Uvia and who wenum jano wenum sa into for unique laser whitening. I was 07999792330. Unique laser whitening or say money ses.
Pennyfo se bibi o wi asenti ne da ne atopnum na ne pabone fonti e wo se wo bambo hu hia na ne papa mu de Pro Technologies ana me kan fama wo ane Pro Technologies. We are specialized in both sales and installation of CCTV cameras. Yeton esa install CCTV cameras in the South Ghana and NASA brochure na ufi Ghana. Now peso CCTV camera installation. We need Pro Technologies and in South. We get CCTV camera installation, electric fence, automated gate, access control, video doorbell, and intercom, and satellite TV, home theater, so upebiato, and wato, and a person install them out. Pro Technologies and our software. Na shenenso. Say Fidya nyina from America brochime and this and papa na opedia man nwene ho na ne bo so da form make sure you know the web brochime mu ha any a branch e wo Ghana ye ni mo bra wo bre into sika fire nsem se fanya japade ma wo Ghana wo da na ne tenese yes general construction so web brochire na peso si fi o Ghana e dan plan bi o peso si se wa sha se dada ana afi na peso si plan bia ye besi ama eno achi so here solar power ana bamba ho nsensem bi ade woni ye ni nsawoso ne esanso ye smart home abefo fidie bi apese hye e wo fie ana watwuma mo de ma wo woni ye ni nsawoso we are just a call away ne esanso wadan de ma han ana ofre brochire bedu Ghana na wo pe full house room ana apartment ahan for short term and a long term ye be ma obiane border form na bamba ho nsem de manwene ho enna ye interior decoration so wasi fie na wie ana yesu fie na ma no ye sign decoration ye besiesie fie ana office o e dia ma eno edi so tom fidie bi na wo ho kwa fa so install ana ne settings ye beye e dia ma e wo Ghana wo be hu yen wo mre ofra denta e di wani a che dodoa wo be hu ye e wo ahie ye ne Emerlin Pharmacy and what the same building. For information or WhatsApp 401-7570-300 and a plus 401-6992-254. Pro Technologies. We have the solutions for your security and home entertainment needs at affordable prices.